वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स। हम लोगों ने जर्नल एंट्रीज के क्वेश्चंस को स्टार्ट किया था। अब तक हम लोग 4 क्वेश्चन कर चुके हैं। सो दिस इज फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन वी आर डूइंग। थोड़ा लेंदी है क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज एंट्रीज ज्यादा है और वैरायटी भी थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा, सो दैट आपका पूरा प्रैक्टिस हो जाए। ठीक है, सो आज हम लोग ये सब देखेंगे। कुछ भी डाउट्स आएगा तो हम लोग उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन करेंगे। ठीक है, सो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं क्वेश्चन। आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में जर्नल एंट्री पास करना है कुणाल स्टोर्स के बुक में। सो मैंने फॉर्मेट बना के रखा है डेट, पर्टिकुलर्स, लेजर फोलियो, डेबिट अमाउंट, क्रेडिट अमाउंट। हमारा डेट दिया हुआ है अगस्त 2018 के ट्रांजेक्शन है। चलो अभी एक एक हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं। ठीक है, 1 अगस्त को आपको यहाँ पे बोला है क्वेश्चन है कि परचेज गुड्स ऑफ ₹90,000 एट 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड 10% कैश डिस्काउंट फ्रॉम राकेश, और आपने 1/3 अमाउंट पे किया है चेक से। ठीक है, सो देखो परचेज का है, इसके लिए लगेगा हमें वर्किंग नोट। क्या निकालना है आपको? ट्रेड डिस्काउंट भी निकालना है और इस बार मुझे निकालना होगा कैश डिस्काउंट भी। ठीक है, चलो सबसे पहले देखेंगे परचेज जो हुआ है उसका अमाउंट कितना है। टोटल वैल्यूएशन ऑफ गुड्स आपको बोला गया है, वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स ये दिया है 90,000। 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट, 10% कैश डिस्काउंट एंड 1/3 अमाउंट पेड। सबसे पहले द फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी कैलकुलेशन ऑफ ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड ऑब्वियसली इट इज कैलकुलेटेड ऑन वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स। इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज लीस्ट प्राइस। ओके, so the calculations will be 90,000 multiplied by 10%. Obviously the answer will be 9,000. Okay, so now what is net price or what is net value of goods? What is net value? It will be 90,000 minus trade discount, that will be 81,000. Okay, right? Further they said that there is a 10% cash discount, but I have already cleared this thing to you that cash discount it is allowed only on the amount paid. It is not allowed on total amount payable. So whatever payment you made by check or by cash, on that amount paid, cash discount it is allowed. It is not allowed on that lump sum amount payable. It is allowed on only amount paid. ठीक है, so that person he paid 1/3 of the amount. Sorry, we paid 1/3 of the amount. So first we will calculate amount paid. That is 1/3 of net value. It will be 27,000. And the cash discount it is given on 27,000 only. Okay, it is not given on 81,000. It is given on 27,000. So we will calculate cash discount. That will be 27,000 multiplied by 10%. It will be 2,700. Right? Now we will discuss what is balance amount, which is unpaid rather. Okay. What is the net value of the goods? It's 81,000. How much amount he likes to pay? 27,000. So if you subtract 81,000, if you subtract 27,000 from 81,000, that answer will be 54,000. So this is outstanding amount. This is the balance amount. We have to repay that money to that concerned person. And what is net amount paid? You have to pay 27,000, but that person or the cash discount we received it is 2,700. So if you subtract this, that will be something 24,300. ठीक है? Okay. So the transaction is pretty clear, and they told us that it is purchase of goods. The value of goods is 90,000. They have given 10% trade discount. Also, you have made a payment of 1/3, and on that 1/3, they again allowed cash discount of 10%. So the 1/3 amount it is paid after deducting cash discount, and still 2/3 amount means 54,000 it is outstanding. Obviously you have to pay that amount to that person. That person's name is Mr. Rakesh. So I think I told you this earlier. A person to whom amount is payable, that person will become creditor to us, and we will credit that person's account. क्योंकि creditor का अकाउंट क्या करते हैं हम लोग, क्रेडिट करते हैं. तो ठीक है, ट्रांजेक्शन स्टार्ट करें. It is done on 1st of the August. So first, and as I told you, if there is purchase of goods, you have an option to write only purchase account instead of goods account. So I will write purchase account debit amount. What will be the correct amount? Is it 90 or is it 81? Yes, it is 81. Why? Because trade discount, it is not recorded here. We will adjust trade discount directly and we will record that adjusted amount. So purchase amount कितना होगा, 81,000. क्यों? क्योंकि ट्रेड डिस्काउंट को आप डायरेक्टली एडजस्ट करोगे, उसका रिकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पे नहीं होता है. I think I have paid something. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So if you have paid a cash, what you are going to write to cash account. Why? Because credit what comes in, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. But now the question said you have made payment by check. If I am making payment by the check, obviously bank will be the giver, because on my behalf bank is going to pay that amount to that concerned person. So what is bank account? Bank account, it is a personal account. So what is the rule of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So according to that rule, I will credit bank account. So we will write to bank account. I think that person allowed cash discount to us. If discount is allowed to us, it is good thing, or I can say it is profitable thing. It is gain for me. And the rules of nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all exactly income and gain. So हम लोग क्या करेंगे, क्रेडिट करोगे. So to cash discount, and you have paid that amount, but still certain amount it is outstanding, 54,000, and I told you that amount it is payable to the Rakesh, and Rakesh is our creditor. So obviously we will credit Rakesh account. So how much you paid? The net amount paid, it is 24,300. How much is cash discount? It is 2,700. And how much amount it is pending? It is 54,000. If you add this thing, three amounts, obviously your answer will be 81,000. So the rule of, or that matching concept, or that thing which I taught you, that debit column का amount और credit column का amount same आना चाहिए. That rules it is follow here. Narration it will be being goods purchased. Okay, is it understood? Yeah. Okay. Second thing, on 5th of August, what is happening? Opened current account in State Bank of India by depositing 60,000. That person, that Kunal store, he opened current account in a bank, State Bank of India, and for that purpose he has deposited cash into the bank. So it is very simple transaction. If you are depositing cash into the bank, obviously that bank will become a receiver. So debit the receiver rule, because bank it is a personal account. And if I am depositing cash, cash is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So cash is going. So entry will be State Bank of India account debit and to cash account. Amount is 60,000. What will be narration? Being amount deposited in bank. Okay, is it understood? Okay, आगे बढ़ते. 8 तारीख को कैश पेमेंट ऑफ 85,000. sorry, cash purchase of 85,000. My mistake, cash purchase. So obviously it is a purchase and you are purchasing it against cash. So if you are purchasing, goods are coming in, or I can say purchase is your expense. So debit all expenses and losses, purchase account debited. And if you are making a cash purchase, obviously cash is going out, credit what goes out, so to cash account, and amount it is 85,000. 85,000. What will be narration? Being goods purchased. Now don't say that sir, there is no reference of purchase of goods, so how can you assume that it is goods purchase? As I told you, if you are purchasing the goods, then only I can write purchase account debit. If you are purchasing a capital asset, we have to mention the name of that asset. So if they are saying a cash purchase, obviously that will be the purchase of goods, or is that will be purchase of raw material and all that thing. But in general term, we will assume it is purchase of goods only. Okay. So moving forward, on 10th August, the goods sold on credit to Tushar 20,000 and 10% trade discount is allowed. So you are selling goods to Tushar on a credit basis. If I am selling goods to certain person, obviously that person is going to pay me, or I can say that person or that Tushar, from him the amount it is receivable to me. So the person from whom amount is receivable to us, that person is a debtor to us. And what you are going to do with the debtor, you will debit his account. So by the same law, मैं क्या करूंगा, तुषार को डेबिट करूंगा. Why? क्योंकि तुषार आपका क्या है, डेटर है, and you are selling him goods. So to sales account, instead of goods we will write sales account. Why? Because sales is income to us, being goods sold. For deciding the net amount, we will prepare working note. We will directly calculate trade discount. What was the amount of goods which were sold? That amount it was 20,000. And how much discount it is allowed? It is 10%. So 20,000 का 10% निकालोगे, that will be 2,000. So, right? So what will be the net amount we will record in the journal entry is that 20,000 is a price and 2,000 is a trade discount. So obviously net amount will be 18,000. So Tushar account debit 18,000, sales account credit करोगे भी 18,000. ठीक है? ओके, चले आगे. Question, 12 पे आते हैं. Paid salary rupees 4,000. You have paid the salary. So if I am paying a salary, it will become my expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So salary account will be debited. And if I am paying it, obviously cash is going out. So to cash account, and amount it was rupees 4,000. Certain entries, they are so easy that they will take certain seconds to solve. So what will be narration? That being salary paid. Okay. So on 16th of day, that Tushar returned goods of rupees 250. On 10th of August, we have seen that we sold goods to the Tushar. And now on 15th of August, that Tushar is returning those goods. Why that person is returning those goods? Maybe those goods are defective, maybe those goods are damaged, or maybe those goods they are not up to the mark, or maybe he wants certain like something other thing. Okay, right? So whatever the purpose is, what is transaction? Transaction is like that person is returning those goods. So हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, अगर गुड्स को रिटर्न करना हो तो आप बोलोगे गुड्स आए, चलो आप बोलोगे डेबिट वर्ड कम्स इन, गुड्स अकाउंट को डेबिट करो, और तुषार ने दिया तो ही इज अ गिवर, क्रेडिट करो. लॉजिक तो बराबर है. लेकिन तू गुड्स टू तुषार लिखूंगा तो अगर नरेशन मिसिंग है, इफ नरेशन इज मिसिंग, तो मालूम पड़ेगा कि ट्रांजैक्शन कौन सा है, परचेस का है या सेल्स रिटर्न का है, क्योंकि परचेस में भी तो वही होता है, गुड्स आते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू से. जो सेल्स किया वो रिटर्न आया, दोज गुड्स दे आर रिटर्न टू अस, ऑब्वियसली बराबर है। सो वो जो रिटर्न आए वो रिटर्न आए एज अ सेल्स रिटर्न, बिकॉज आई हैव सोल्ड गुड्स टू हिम एंड ही हैज रिटर्न दोस थिंग। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू से, इंस्टेड ऑफ गुड्स अकाउंट क्या लिखेंगे, सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट, क्योंकि सेल किया और रिटर्न आया। सो हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे, सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट। डेबिट करोगे और डेबिट द रिसीवर, क्रेडिट द गिवर, तुषार इज अ गिवर, सो टू तुषार अकाउंट, व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू, 250 being तुषार रिटर्न गुड्स, क्या बोला, बीइंग तुषार रिटर्न गुड्स, यहां तक समझे? ओके, सो जस्ट पॉज द वीडियो एंड राइट डाउन द होल थिंग। वीडियो को पॉज करके एक बार लिख लो पूरा जो भी है। वर्किंग नोट्स में फिलहाल तो रब आउट नहीं कर रहा हूं, अगर रिक्वायरमेंट लगी मुझे तो आई विल रब आउट दोस थिंग्स। ओके, सो टिल नाउ एटलीस्ट like write these entries, because after this journal you have to write a working notes. Don't like mess up and don't mix them, ठीक है? So ये लिख लो, पॉज करके देख लो वीडियो, ठीक है? So मैं रब आउट कर रहा हूँ और अभी आपको आगे का एंट्री हम लोग करेंगे। So almost still the 60% question is remaining, right? Okay, we will do it. Moving forward to the 17th, on 17th of August, what is happening? Goods taken by Kunal for his private use, rupees 2000. On 17th, if Kunal is taking goods for his personal use, so I can say Kunal is a receiver. Debit the receiver के हिसाब से मैं Kunal अकाउंट को डेबिट कर नहीं सकता। क्यों नहीं कर सकते? मैंने आपको बताया था कि खुद के बुक में खुद का नाम नहीं आएगा, तो instead of Kunal account you have to write something else. So analyze the transaction. If it is goods taken over by the owner for personal use, ये क्या है, ड्रॉइंग्स है। और मैंने बोला था कि कुणाल अकाउंट अगर पर्सनल अकाउंट है तो कुणाल्स ड्रॉइंग इट इज ऑल्सो पर्सनल अकाउंट। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू से, इंस्टेड ऑफ कुणाल अकाउंट व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू राइट, आइदर यू राइट ड्रॉइंग्स अकाउंट और कुणाल्स ड्रॉइंग अकाउंट, because it's like Kunal's drawing, it's like a personal account, so it means he is a receiver. Okay, and now what he is taking? He is taking goods, right? So the simple thing it is, goods they are withdrawn by the partner, withdrawn by the owner. Okay, so debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So to goods withdrawn account, amount I think it was 2000, right? It is 2000. What will be narration being goods withdrawn for personal use? क्या क्या गुड्स को विड्रॉ किया किसके लिए? पर्सनल यूज के लिए। समझ में आ रहा है क्या चल रहा है? जाए आगे, चलो। Then on 20, purchased laptop rupees 40,000 from Joshi Electronics at 18% GST and amount paid by check. On 20, if I am purchasing a laptop, I already told you laptop is a capital asset, so you have to mention capital account. You won't be writing purchase account, ठीक है? So laptop purchase कर रहे, debit what comes in लैपटॉप आया, सो लैपटॉप अकाउंट होगा डेबिट. इफ यू आर पेइंग जीएसटी दैट विल बी एक्सपेंस टू यू. सो अगर एक्सपेंस है तो डेबिट ऑल एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस, एंड यू आर पेइंग जीएसटी ऑन परचेस. सो लिखेंगे इनपुट. देयर आर टू कैटेगरीज सीजीएसटी. सो इनपुट सीजीएसटी अकाउंट डेबिट. सेकेंड वन इनपुट एसजीएसटी अकाउंट डेबिट. And you are making payment by check, so obviously on your behalf bank is a giver, debit the receiver, credit the giver, so to bank account. Narration it will be being laptop purchased and GST paid. Okay. We will calculate that CGST and SGST. First we will calculate CGST. The lump sum GST it is 18%, so obviously CGST it is half of that, it means 9%. 9% on what? 9% on value of laptop. What is the value of laptop? Laptop it was costing rupees 40,000. So 9% multiplied by 40,000. That will be 3,600. Same for SGST. It will be 9% of 40,000. That will be 3,600. Right? So laptop it was costing rupees 40,000. CGST 3,600. SGST 3,600. So that total it will be 47,200. राइट? आया समझ में क्या किया? कल भी हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चंस किए थे ऐसे. ओके, जितना लैपटॉप का प्राइस है उसके ऊपर हम लोगों ने जीएसटी सीजीएसटी निकाला. जो भी जीएसटी परसेंट है उसको आधा आधा करो और उनको आप मल्टीप्लाई पे वैल्यू करके अमाउंट डाल दो. ठीक है, चलो आगे. रेंट पेड बाय चेक 15,000. डेट दिया हुआ है 22nd. Rent paid by check. If you are paying the rent is your expense. So debit all expenses and losses. So rent account debit. If I am paying by the check, obviously on my behalf bank will be giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So to bank account. And what was amount? It was something. It was 15,000. Okay. So what will be narration being rent paid?